What does that mean? Key fob out of range? What the fuck are you on about? Where's the key fob? Where did I put the fucking key? Fuck. Fuck. I'm sure you've all heard of the phrase fashionably late. Well, here I am arriving very fashionably late to the Triumph Rocket 3 party. It's been out for a little while now, and it seems every vlogger, bike magazine, lads magazine, girls magazine, celebrity chef and more have done a review of this thing. But as yet, none have done the Triple B review for newbies review. So I'm not going to mess about, not much talking. You all know what these reviews are about. If you're new or inexperienced, these reviews are for you. It's just my impartial opinion and views of a bike with my top 5 tips of what to look out for if you're crazy enough to look at one of these, getting one of these bikes as your next steed. So before we start, I want to thank everyone at Triumph Laguna in Ashford, a very nice bunch of guys who've given me a nice long time with this bike today, this afternoon, on a very, very windy Friday afternoon here in Ashford, Kent. But if you're in Ashford, come down to Triumph Laguna. They've got the full range of Triumph, and yeah, check them out. Right, stop talking, let's get on with it. Right, here we go. Let the fun commence. Wow. That's a quality piece of ram mount. Yeah, that's nice and steady, isn't it? Jesus, waste of money that was. So here we have it, finally at last I'm on the Rocket 3. Been wanting to be on this beast for a long time now. Many things have happened over the past few months, as we are all aware. So it doesn't matter, I'm here now, I'm on it. First impressions, whoa, it's really windy today, jeez. Really windy. First impressions, big old unit, that's what I would say, a big old unit, that's my first impression. Big, heavy, ludicrously powerful, lots and lots of fun. Need to be careful in the corners. Hold on, let me deal with this. I think I'm going the wrong bloody way. It doesn't matter. I think I've gone the wrong way, and I don't even know if I'm allowed to be here. Let me deal with this, folks. where was I? Okay, so although I'm doing these reviews predominantly for new and inexperienced riders, I'm trying to pick the most desirable bikes that are available. Those, I guess, would tend to be the bigger CC bikes, the bigger brand names, and the more powerful bikes. This probably ticks all of those boxes. It certainly ticks the power box. So if, for example, you're in the UK and you've just passed your full license and you're planning on or wanting or wishing to have something like this as your first bike, well, as much as I am my own sort of hypocrite, because I sort of went out and passed my test and got straight on a 1000cc bike, this is another level and 10, you know, from that bike. You can't get more power than this in terms of torque and a production bike. So realistically you'd probably want to think again. I'm all for the going out and doing what you want to do, and life's too short, but I'm not sure this is probably the ideal first choice. However, a newer or inexperienced rider, someone with a few months under their belt, with the right mindset and plenty of common sense, yeah, why not? You know, I have already got a lot of criticism for doing these reviews from obviously experienced riders. Totally get that, but whatever, it's each to their own, isn't it? And it's, as I'm always saying and always having to almost defend myself, it's down to the individual and their mindset and how much common sense they have. That's what it all comes down to. Who are we to say what someone else can do or what someone else can buy? It's their life, it's their money, they can do what they want, and if they're legally entitled to do it, so be it. I'm just here to give my modest opinion on this bike and hopefully many others. So enough of that, let's get on with it. Let's talk about the bike. I've done a little bit of slow riding, a little bit of round town on this so far. It's a big old heavy girl, obviously. It's nearly 300 kilograms. Well, when it's fully laden with yourself and oil and petrol, it's over 300 kilograms. It's heavy, but it's very manageable. I'm actually quite surprised. Very manageable at slower speeds, round town, traffic lights, roundabouts. It's okay. Of course it isn't going to be, you're not going to be able to flick it around like a bike half its weight or size, but it's not as intimidating as you might think it is in every aspect. I've given it a little bit of beans coming to this destination where I am, and yes, it's ridiculous, it's ludicrous, but with all modern bikes now, they're what they ride by wire or whatever it's called. It makes it, the delivery is so smooth. I'll always bring this back to my 990 Super Duke, which is 15 years old. That's horrific. It's very jerky, and you know, it's old-fashioned, and a bike with that sort of amount of power, it's near on dangerous. This is just smooth. It's all in the control of the wrist, and it makes it so manageable. Oh, midgies. Riding position, very comfortable. I'm 5 foot, I don't know, let's say 5'10", there or thereabouts. Mr. Average. Very, very comfortable sitting position. Your arms are, it's a wide, the bars are very wide, but it's relaxed. There's no aching in my shoulders or in my arms. Your feet, your legs are a bit more forward. It's upright. You're not as back in sort of as a racing position, so it is very comfortable. And this seat is very nicely padded, and it does kind of how do I put it? It surrounds your buttocks, so it just makes it very comfortable. I rode over here on my 1290 Super Duke. Complete opposite of comfort, that's for sure. This is very lovely. Mirrors, again, these are absolutely lovely. You've got, I like the bar end mirrors as well, but they're quite big mirrors as well, so you can see everything that's going on behind you. It's a hydraulic clutch, so changing gear is effortless, nice and soft, not a heavy clutch. Now it has a keyless ignition. I think it's an old person thing. Not that I'm old, come on, I'm not that old, but again, really don't get the point of keyless ignitions. It's just something else you've got to put in your bloody pocket. Although I guess an ignition on a bike like this, if it was on the dash area or around a tank, would kind of distract from the aesthetics. It could be positioned somewhere underneath the tank, but not a fan of keyless ignitions. But there you are, it has a keyless ignition. Lovely TFD display, as you can see. I haven't really had a play with that yet, but it does pretty much what every display does nowadays. It has rider modes. I'll go through all of that a little bit later. At the moment I think we're just in the standard road mode. Might put it in sport a little later, see what that's all about. What are you doing, weirdos? But just being on the bike, okay, I'm going to compare this to the Diaval, because obviously that's the kind of market it is all about. It's competing with the Ducati Diaval. I must admit I was a little bit more intimidated by the Diaval than I am this. Maybe that was just, you know, because I'm getting a little bit more experience as time goes on. That was late last year. But this is obviously, I think this has got nearly twice as much torque as the Diaval. Oh, I think I should have gone up there. Where am I going? I need to find out where I'm going. Sorry, I don't know where I'm going. I'm not from these parts, so I'm kind of listening to the sat nav in my ear telling me where to go, and I'm ignoring it. I'm going up Donkey Street, obviously. Donkey! Oi. Suspension is very good. It's not too soft, not too hard. Obviously the roads around here, and well, in the UK in general, are pants. As you can see, this road is very uneven and bumpy. I think a lot of that has to do with how comfortable this seat is. It's just absorbing everything very well. Brakes, I haven't come on to the brakes yet, but reading up, they're the bee's knees, these Brembo brakes. They're used on things like the Aprilia RS V4 and some special Ducati. They're not on many bikes, so they obviously could stop a planet. They need to on this thing. Hello, hello, hello. What is that I see ahead? National speed limit. Let's have a crack. Bloody Nora. Bloody Nora. Oh, Nora. Oh. To make sure you hold on for that. That's lovely. I think this would give my Super Duke a run for its money. Oh, it's just endless. You could just, I wasn't even a third of the way back. It just would have gone and gone and gone. Oh. Okay, people, it has a lot of power, okay? Let's be clear about that. No, I'm going to go straight on because I know that this is the B2057 or whatever it is. Yes, because this is the way I came home. Give it some beans. Woohoo! All brakes, bloody hell. Keeps wanting to go. Nice. Oh, that's nice. Got some actual air coming into my air vents now. Okay, change of plan, folks. We're now in operation get it back to the dealers without crashing it on the slippery wet roads. I had to pull in because we just had a really weird downpour. Fortunately it was very brief, but I'm not taking any risks because it isn't my bike. It's a 20,000 bike and I don't want to have to pay out £1,000 if I was to you know, crash it. So I'm just going to take it very easy. This is the inexperience showing now. I haven't done a hell of a lot of wet rain riding, and this probably isn't the best bike to start on. So let's just get it back to the dealers. We can do a walk around then. Probably should have put it in rain mode, shouldn't I? Definitely not going to put it in sport mode, that's for sure. Not now anyway. God damn it. That mean? Key fob out of range? What the fuck are you on about? Where's the key fob? Where did I put the fucking key? Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fucking hell. Alright, hold on, I've got to pull up. Oh, I can't find the fucking key. What the fuck? Yeah. Where's the fucking key? It was in my pocket. It is in my fucking pocket. Why are you saying fucking key fob out of fucking road? It scared the shit out of me. Thought I'd lost the key. Jesus, sorry folks. What the hell was all that about? Got the key. See, this is why you don't have keyless ignition. God damn it. Come on. So I don't know what that was all about. Had a little warning light come up on the dash saying key fob not in range, and then you start panicking. Shit, did I leave the key somewhere? But it was in my skyrocket all the time. I very briefly test rode the Triumph Scrambler last year, and that did exactly the same thing, and the guy said that it needed a firmware update to resolve that. So maybe it needs a firmware update, I don't know, but my pocket's here. I'm sure the transponder or receiver should be here somewhere. It's only not even half a metre, so don't know why it did that. Road. Rain, road, sport. Right, it's now in sport mode. Fucking hell. Okay, sorry. Bloody hell. Oh dear. Oh yes. Throttle response is instantly that much more well, responsive. Still need to be careful, these roads are wet, slippery. Okay, so let's do my top 5 tips for the Triumph Rocket 3R. Number 1 is seat height, number 2 is bike weight, number 3 is bike power, number 4 rider aids, number 5 rider position. These are all 5 things that for me personally, when choosing or deciding about a new bike, at my level of experience and knowledge, are the 5 key factors that I sort of take into consideration. So number 1, the seat height for the Rocket 3 is 773mm. That's a definite tick for me, because that's a very low riding position. You can get both your feet, if you're of my kind of height, 5'9", 5'10", you can get your feet both firmly planted on the ground. However, this is a really heavy bike. It's 291 kilograms dry, so wet it's over 300 kilograms. The reason I say that is because although it's low and your feet can both firmly plant the ground. You've got to make sure your feet are firmly planted to the ground, because if you're a bit uneasy, because it's such a heavy bike, it can go over very easily. So maybe if you are a little bit taller, you can spread your feet out a bit wider once you're sat on the bike and come into a stop. That's giving you more kind of angle to sort of pivot the bike, if that makes any sense. What I'm saying is, if you've got kind of skinny legs and they're not very muscular, although you can put your feet firmly on the ground, there's a hell of a lot of weight here, and it only takes 1 inch or so to go left or right, and you will have trouble picking it back up. But for us average people, 773 as a seat height is absolutely perfect. Number 2, bike weight. Well, as I just said, it's over 300 kilograms. That's really heavy. Really heavy. Even comparing that to the Diaval, which is a big old thing. The Diaval is 218 kilograms, so this is a lot heavier. So it's definitely a cross on that one. It's a big heavy old bike. Number 3, bike power. Well, it's been said plenty of times about this bike in terms of the torque and the brake horsepower. 165 brake horsepower, 2.5 litre, 165 brake horsepower, 221 newton meters of torque. Let's be realistic here, people. As a new rider, this is way too powerful. But at the same time, it does have plenty of rider aids to help you and assist you in using that power. So it'd have to be a cross, just in the terms of the amount of power and the amount of torque this thing has. This isn't built or made for an inexperienced new rider. That said, I'm a new inexperienced rider. We've had gale force winds today and a quick downpour, and I arrived safely back in one piece. But it's all about being sensible, isn't it? It's all about your mindset. That said, it's definitely a cross, not a tick. Number 4, rider aids. Well, it's got ABS, cornering ABS, 4 rider modes: rain, road, sport, and a configurable mode. Traction control, and I believe it's got heel hold. I did try it, but it didn't work. Maybe it might be something that has to be activated in the menu. So there are plenty of aids here to help you and assist you. You just have to use them. So it's a definite tick for me in terms of rider aids. And number 5, rider position. Well, it's an upright position. It's a very comfortable position. It allows you to firmly put your feet on the ground. It's a definite tick for me in terms of that. It's very comfortable. Look at that seat, it's lovely. So overall, is this a bike I would say that would be suitable for a new or an experienced rider? No. However, it's also kind of a yes, because it is so, dare I say, docile at slower speeds around town. It delivers the speed so gently in road mode. In rain mode, it obviously restricts the power. I'm not sure by how much. If I find out, I'll put it on screen now. So it would allow you to ride this bike at a lower power, but that's not what this bike is about, is it? It's not built to be ridden at half the power all its time. So you could get used to it and get a bit more experience with it and then put it into normal road mode, but I know most people wouldn't do that. Yes, definitely an inexperienced rider of an average height or above could ride this bike, definitely. I've kind of just proven that. But it's how you ride it, whether you'll sounds horrible, live long enough to enjoy it. It's down to the individual. Overall, it's a stunning bike. I absolutely love it. I haven't said that before, have I? So that's it for the review for newbies of the Triumph Rocket 3R. Once again, thank you very much to Laguna Ashford Triumph for loaning me this bike. If there's any bikes that you'd like me to review, just mention them in the comments. If you do like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Any comments, any questions, just let me know, and I'll do my best to answer them. Well, no, I will answer them, as long as they're sensible questions, obviously. So that's it from me. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time.